What is a good debt-to-GDP ratio? Have you ever wondered how a country's debt stacks up against its economic output? This is where the debt-to-gross domestic product ratio comes into play. It measures a nation's total debt compared to its economic production, expressed as a percentage. A lower debt-to-gross domestic product ratio is generally seen as more favorable. This suggests that a country is generating more than it owes, which is a sign of financial health. From a conservative viewpoint, particularly among Republicans, a good debt-to-gross domestic product ratio is one that supports fiscal sustainability. This means keeping government spending in check and reducing national debt. A lower ratio allows for flexibility in fiscal policy. It enables governments to respond to economic downturns without the burden of high debt servicing costs. In practical terms, a debt-to-gross domestic product ratio below 60% is often considered favorable. This level provides a cushion against economic shocks and allows for more room to implement fiscal policies without excessive borrowing. However, the definition of a good ratio can change based on economic conditions. During tough times, a higher ratio might be acceptable if it helps stimulate recovery. When discussing national debt reduction strategies, Republicans typically support policies aimed at lowering the debt-to-gross domestic product ratio over time. This can include reducing government spending, implementing tax reforms, and promoting economic growth to increase gross domestic product. The goal is to maintain a strong financial position and avoid unsustainable debt levels. A good debt-to-gross domestic product ratio supports economic stability and growth. It allows governments to keep interest rates low, attract foreign investment, and avoid the risk of defaulting on debt. This aligns with conservative economic principles that stress fiscal responsibility and limited government intervention in the economy. In summary, a good debt-to-gross domestic product ratio is one that is low enough to ensure fiscal health while allowing for necessary government functions. By focusing on responsible spending and growth, the aim is to create a stable economic environment for all citizens.